Hello, I'm Lisa Goodrich, and tonight I'm going to talk to you about interest rates on student loans. Can you imagine being $70,000 in debt, paying $250 a month, and that only going to your interest and not your principal? Well, that's kind of my story. I am about $70,000 debt with school loans, and I'm paying $250 a month, and it's not getting anywhere. But I'm actually in the process of applying for a government program to kind of help with that, and I will talk about that a little bit later. According to Dave Boyer, Washington Times, May 13, 2013, the interest rates are currently at 3.4%, and on July 1st they're going to double to 6.8%, which is really going to boost those payments and the amount of loan that you pay in the end. That's going to increase your monthly payment and the amount of loan, and of course that's going to be hard to pay. And not to mention the everyday necessities that you need, such as your mortgage and clothes and food and vacations. And that's going to create further hardship for borrowers. Luckily, the government program can help decrease after 10 to 20 years. Certain programs you have to qualify for. Student loans are causing hardship for borrowers. Obama is profiting 51 billion profits, according to the Huffington Post on May 17, 2013. Today I'm going to inform you about some of the negatives of student loans and debt and ways to decrease the responsibility of that student debt. Let's first talk about the impact the loans are having on the borrowers. According to Obama's student loan policy, addressed in the Huffington Post 5/14/2013, let's see. Obama is profiting the 51 billion, which is way out there, why we're suffering and can't pay our mortgage and buy our food. That's more profitable than most profitable companies, such as ExxonMobil, which is 44.9 billion, and Apple Incorporation, which is 41.7 billion. Yes, and they're profiting that on school loans. With doubling of interest rates, it will cause further hardship. However, according to the U.S. edition on May 30th, 2013, President Obama's 2014 budget calls on Congress not to double the loans and keep them more market-based. Doubling of the interest rates is only going to cause higher default rates. People are going to be unable to pay their loans and buy everyday necessities. This can also lead to a drop in the economic growth. Borrowers and students and people are not going to further their education because they don't want to take on the financial burden of these loans. Borrowers owe a cumulative of $1.1 trillion in outstanding debt, according to Huffington Post, May 17, 2013. Now let's talk about ways to lighten the financial burden. Obama's student loan forgiveness, according to Simple Tuition in November of 2011, which is a little older, but it kind of ties in with everything that I'm talking about. It will decrease your loan to about 15% of your discretionary income, and that will also decrease the total amount of your loan payment, and of course you'll be paying less interest with that. Let's see, student debt repayment assistance is available to help. They will help find the best option to pay back your student loans, such as interest-based repayment, forbearance, deferment, financial hardship. However, with most of these, your interest will accrue, so if you're not making payments, your interest will still be going up, and that will further increase your loan amount. Now let's summarize some of the key points to take from today. Student loans are causing hardship for borrowers. There are programs to assist with this repayment. The key is to know the best options, and that can be done through Student Debt Repayment Assistance and the U.S. Department of Education. You need to stay updated on the interest rates and ways to help and be up with the government programs. I'm actually in the process of applying for a government program that I will pay my loan off in 10 years, but I have to make payments on time for 10 years, and I have to work for a nonprofit organization. So that's the key. So my payment right now will be $0 because I have a family of 6. However, if I quit working for a nonprofit organization or I don't make one payment on time in that 10 years, all that interest would have still accumulated on my debt. So really overall it's all stressful no matter how you look at it when you have those kind of student loans. And let's see, there is life after school loans. And good luck to the current and future borrowers. A bill to reduce financial hardship George Miller House of Representatives quotes, may be a better fix for this economy, this country, and our future. And I want to thank you for coming, and the key is to just make sure you know what's going on with everything, know your ins and outs, how much your interest rate is, what kind of repayment is best for you. And again, I want to thank you. Have a great night. Thanks.